Good evening, viewers. Welcome to Nsaka. We're glad to have you once again. May I start by apologizing for bringing the program late. This is due to challenges beyond our control. I'll further apologize. We are not able to have Evangelist Shaabula as scheduled, and because of that, we won't be able to have the program in the usual way that we usually have it. So, just to get started, we are going to continue looking at the topic of discussion. This is episode 6, where we are looking at the marriage formula and we are looking at preparations for marriage, and in particular, we are looking at the preparations that are involved from the traditional perspective. Let me welcome Vom Kelewai for joining us. Vom Kelewai, welcome. I can see Himba has also joined us. Himba, welcome to the program. And we also have Paul Likando, welcome to Ubuntu channel.
Thank you so much, CJ, and good evening, viewers.
Good evening, viewers.
Good evening, Mr. Likando, and just greet the viewers as well.
Oh, thank you so much. Good evening, Himba. Good evening, Mr. Mkalawai. And good evening to all the viewers.
Thank you very much. Before we begin the discussion, let us hear what a counselor, traditional marriage counselor, had to say. And I'd say members, they say atwana bukombe. Yeah. So see you after this clip, and the discussion will continue after the clip. Thank you.
Thank you. Twatotera Mrs. Kangwa okutujoina pali program yesu ya lero enkwai. Iyi ni Ubuntu channel lero tuyoresha pakuteanya omwana kashino omwaume okwingira mu chupo. Like ifitampirire kwebati umukashana aye kuchupo finshi ngaimwe ngaba na chimbuza
ifitampirirapo kali omwaume afire yakuba fyashi bamukashana ili alengira mu chupo atwala fonse ayafukama kuyatwala ensalamu ngatwala ensalamu kulya kuchaume kutya kukuchana kashi olo mwana kashi ulya nga baingishe ensalamu shirya awe kulaba utu kuisana basumini songe nga basuminisha firya olo nomba batampa kulapikanya nomba ifya kufunda omukashana bayana kuli bifimbusa kwine kulya bayafana ifimbusa fya kutinga funda omwana uli obafukamina ifimbusa nomba olufyala isa nomba pakufukamina palya olufyala atampa eng'anda ile nomba kufunda omukashana ufyenge kala muchupo n'omulume wako ufyenga sunga mwina mwakwe nokwaleya kula kwine kuli family ya mwaume ufyenga sunga abena kula kwine kwaleya twamweba ya ufire fibinda okwete omuchinshi kuno kuli banoko kuli okoleya nomba ufire okwate omuchinshi ufire okutampira omuchinshi kufuma pano pang'anda pali banoko nokoleya kwakwata omuchinshi ufire okutampirirapo kumwema omukashana nga bapira fyafina omwana ulya nga twapwisha nomba olo twataka kulamweba nofya afire okusunga mwina mwakwe nga twamweba fyo afire okusunga mwina mwakwe nofya akasanga kulya nafyo olo twalomba nomba kuti batupireko nomba ichipe chang'anda chipe chang'anda chilolo twatambukula nsopolo na moto akumweba fya kusunga omwaume mung'anda mu bedroom mulya fya kusunga amena mwakwe twamweba tonse tude twasupaula moto alanda tupe ng'anda tonse kashana lero tetulande pa public pano pa bantu lero tufire kulanda mukati mwang'anda pantu ilingi tulamona barasendo tufire kandi ninkama ya mukati mulya mung'anda nabantu abashafundwa balya basambilya palapeli so cho tuingira kwisa chipinda ila inenga twafunda bukombe nomukasha kwala abamapati nimbikwala abekiranga muliro kabiri kulya kwine batwala akakiranga muliro akale balebikali byakanonofye mwatwala enkokoloko shirifo nimbishiri shibiri mwatwala fyafini akiranga muliro ikireko nkafonumba kwaba nomba oku abene nga balalanda bafyasha kyawo lero umwana alakwata kitchen party unolomba kwa ku kitchen party ikirere nga kuti bakite kitchen party kulanda ati umwana ulya utupe tokutakatambire kwenganda yakwe eri abatwala muchinshi naye nomwa umenga mwana kashipala pa ulo balechita kitchen party kulaba echipe chiri cyo balanda baskets oyo gift mwako mulabo otuntu omwine topera omulume wako kulanda thank you figure omulume wako naye nomwa umalechita thank you kumkashi wakwe ofya baikara naye na ulo balesikere echo bocha ni fipe baba shitira bafyonse shibiri kutakashi na kuchaume bambi bashita stove bambi bashita ko kuchana kashi bashita stove kuchaume bashita ko irich na fimbi bashita ko nefunali minaba committee filafine bamshita ko limbi kitchen unit bambi bamshita ko limbi wardrobe limbi bamshita ko ifipona ifine fumakuli bagomti na balupwa bene ifyo chipiro kuba ono mamleya kulenga mwapwisha ono no mama ya kwisa ku bedroom kulyano mpako mutwale fimbusa twa kumana no bana bashukumbe kuya sanje funde no pamo ine na bashukumbe bashumba ine bana bukombe na bashukumbe twaya nomba kutwala bali abana kwa befunde nomba yakubeba abana ofi bashukumbe bafundira omulumendo nafwe bene ofi twafundire umukashana twabika amano panga pamubatira okusanje efunde so ira ine no mbanga mwamutwala omwana kulya ono nomba kwabo kusanje efunde bashibukombe fe bafundira omulumendo naye wina fina fundira omukashana naye omukashana nomba bamwe bafishi bakufundire bashibukombe alanda naye nomukashana bamwe bafishi bakufundire bana bukombe alanda olo babika amano pa twamona ati abana aba na bafundwa fyaba draw bamona tifi bafunda omulumendo fye bafundira omukashana nafye kitachana nafye ampana fye abafye finga fimu opo batfyana fye twatampukula posa potomotomo kulabe babana imikalire yang'anda okutina bakalamba okutina ichalo kaili nokukwata omuchishi kubafyashi bose mbali shonse shibiri eria ifunde otwisa mukubabera abana mukwaye
natotela sana nalami bwesha kufika unu mapanono pa chipe chanda then napa mafunde ine palwandi ndemu nakwata mafunde afinina sana kubana bana kashi abalumendo tesa no kwebati balaperwe fintu fingi fya kwebati nabafundwa batilingi fifinina kumwana kashi and then chipe chang'anda is it necessary kwebati uchisambilile olimbi uwachileka wachisura kofe bati muchupo wapita waya
awo takwaba pandi chipe takwaba nomba wala bomfyenshi pantu nga waleke chipe chang'anda tawaka chiteuka ya bomfyenshi mu bedroom panta kwabo kuingira fye no chipe chang'anda echi twalandire chitwaletere chipe chang'anda uli umwa chitulika ko chipe chang'anda ndi umwa umekwali bati atushulumbu infani mukamwezo ilya mwana ingira muchupo muno umwa umeni byala ala alwala paliwo kulwala tete ayiwami imwana kashina yena mulemu kati alwala ndyafa nimbinomba uli omwana wabenda nefiku nishu ikipe kirya kyabombe nshi mwana tikachibe ikipe kirya kimomba mulemu bedroom fingo fe kimomba mukumwaume na kumwana kashi bantu kulaba okupena nshanye emirando imbo uli omwaume aya nefiku balanda te ayireta kweta omwana kashi kulaba okupena nshanye emirando ekyo tubena nekipe kirya bantu engande ikaramba ikipe kyanganda ekyo tuikalira bonse munganda kipe kyanganda kirya kine emkwaya so umwaume mfimwa chilanda atumwaume nishita bafundira sana umwaume ekyo kubera bashikombe ufire naye nafundwa bantu umwaume ndo ufate anafundwa panono kale bare chitefifine umwaume bamuteka apa nomwana kashi bamuteka apa nishida mu namufunda kufire fyanganda fya kutukutina lelo apanga mwafika apa umwana kashi afire kushita shani ukumuleta umwana kashi apa nomwaume bamuleta apa funda mwayambo kubafunda bonse babiri loko kutechikwani befufine babeta iseni mufundo oro balebe bonse bapasta pamo bonse balebe kuli bafanda bonse babiri balebe pake ifimbo safya fya kuchechi fya wapo kandi ba cheni chimashima pepo ba wapo kulabe bali abana ufibenge kala mkati mwanganda ekyo kino balifundira panga pamo na kumushina kale na kale balifunde fino omwaume bamuteka pano omwana kashapa ishifira fimbi fire fya kuti beshi watu wa mwana kashukalawe ukalasunga ifi apongo shibo nomwaume naye bamweba ukalasunga ifi apongo shibo mose mwikakwata takapatulula umutembo olufini na konse mweba pate mose mwabebe ngando fyaba baposa bashukombe baleposa pana leposa na baleposa kwa fine baleposa bakaba na mwabakulira chapamo tabale funda wanu yali afundwa eka bantu aba bale shalira kino kinombe cyo tuweba bashukombe tumone fye bafundira omukashana pa tuendere chapamo ngata bamufundire futufire twawo apo no kubeba bashukombe apana mushara apani firo kubefi ekyo tubera na bashukombe twabika amano pamo ona ba umepata bashalira na be nafe bene bana mukombe para tulefundo twabira tawo apa twabika po twabafa bashukombe para
awe natotela and then limbili psheninga kwata kwabe mitundu ishapu sana ifunde bushedila badi mwe babiri apu sana baba kuchipata kwali bati bitundu shimbi namafunde ngayali pusana omwandondolwerako panonso tiningasambirira
ngokulanda kuba kuchipata na babimba lero tabapusana sana bapusana kunkimbo lero ifi banena ndati imbusa nabo bakuchipata bali kwate imbusa bali kambati virengo okofya no ile malengisho mwana lokona tsungboge kali abakuchipata bali funda fyonse bali funda ile inetara yakuchupo kali abakali bali umfa bali funda fyonse bafunda bantu cyo bali funda fyonse bali shwati bali abakali aba matete bafisungi bali pula mafumo bali station nomba bakale bali kula fe abali bali landa yo ngwala no mo bya imino ishalepa nimwala banona omwe katamatu lero abantu batetu bebe kali bala ku Facebook bamona kwefi nomba abantu bateti basunge ifundele yakali ifoto ali kwete akatina lero abantu bakwete akatina malaya balatambe fintu bala kuma bala mone fintu fyalekana kuma Facebook so nomba ifwe banomba takwaba twale umfo fyabalenda eche ne fyupo fyalekalira katina lokuba tufunda fyonse filyembusa ba okoshandi bale amba mumpanga bakufunda lero bayingira mu nganda bakufunda lero cyo munenda ti aba n'abakuchipata nabeena abakuchipata balikwata embuusa shaabwe balelanda ati virengo leero ababemba balanda ati imbuusa soko fyali kunsaba leero abafinina kofya ino ekitobe balemona bati abashala kumushi balakita leero ndakayi muno mutawuni tabalikita evirengo bati mutawuni ukukumushi balakita olwalengera okumwana olwalefuma balelanga fyonse nabeena balalanga leero nishisho kumutundu shimi nabeena bambi emitundu shimi tetinshe panishashimone ifi imbuusa shabo shibakita batamona fye bakuchipata nababemba obona monako kulingana na ino fye napitiremo ine napitiremo ndi wa Christian but nalipitiremo mu mbuusa eshi imbuusa efi balanda ati firengo so ekimo kine balefunda kulingana n'abaana bababika abantu pamu ifirengo fire bafibikireko embuusa shira shakufunda futi abaana ufimenga ikana muchupo ufimenga tina ekyalo kyalebako teti bafyumfati awo madimoni but fire fyalefu fyale yafurishako ukufunda ifo kwikala mu ngata twalikwata na katina ngawapita mu mbuusa wale na katina uko kati kulatina abantu kutina omulimo mubi nokukwata katina nokukwata omukishi kumulimo mubi nondupwati wonse uko kwata katina but muli mtundu shimbi shishibe imibala chitembusa but nabengira mukaidi mulando wakulati nabatapa ulesanga umuntu mubi ali amuli kulika lubali nimbu uyu ali ya kumulozi uyu ali ya kumutonga uyu ali ya kumulenje so natusankana leero nombo omwamba wabapati wabahunga umowine but nabena umomale upamoni balenda tawo tufana benda tumusambilishe efe tuchita kuno chibemba tufana tumusambilishe efe tuchita kuno ole mwanda ilalanga okulanda ati muchi file bakunkula etyole ine file bakunkula babemba nabena bakuchipata bachitati ole umunandi muchinsha wamaume olotola tampo kula mubombe wamaume ngai echipe changandi chemwa chinandi tampira festi atwala umuchinsha watyole uli kumuntu meno bati mwemba lumeba ndinde fo kumuwamya ale elumba kulibera kusanga twaisa kuchibemba ukukunkula nena tatawe no mana ino wende fo kumubombera muchinshe ale fo kutwala kumuntu mno wako pantete sabe kati fati mwe tenifi awe afino lokolea mukufukama oletu alilo mwene aisa ufilo kufukama omwana kashi ocho babikira kwa makufi haya kufukama mambi kuti fye nachiminina olo chiretwa bale chitenji
Well, there we have it, quite elaborate concerning the counseling that ladies go through before marriage. Wamkelebai, I'll bring you in. What is your reaction to that clip?
Well, muchilozi or muchibemba? Muchisoko.
Both.
Kimbazi bwadi sichaba saheso sichaba sabulozi komulu utwela kaufela ke lumitela ni I think ilukaibula yakulikisi nganyi saikambwa kapa lukambwa fali tabaza manyalo. We are going to talk about issues yebabulezi na mwazimvelela vamene vakamba Vanachimbusa. And I think she was right that, but she only spoke of two regions, Bembas and the Nyanjas, that these are the most common languages that are used in Zambia, and the customary laws and the norms that are being used or copy the culture are from those two regions, which I believe many people today in Zambia have copied. Many other tribes are also getting into the same culture or copying, meaning we are getting to live up more. We are one Zambia, one nation. Tulekopela lelo tulemona abantu baku Western Province. We are celebrating kitchen party. Lunamalozi, we are celebrating Mateveto. Nimisisi, we are seeing our brothers and sisters from Northern also putting on Misisi. So we see that it's a very nice mixture. And this is what we need to hold on to. And this is our identity as one country. So I would simply say the woman, the lady, Vanachimbusa na Vasosef Suma, and the questions also were very right, even though nachimona kutilati ma questions, they are just deciding abana kashi and that evale fundwa fieveka. Then we still, we still segregate, or we still leave a man out of the picture. Yet, if we are the troublemakers, nifwe abalenga nama problems mumfyupo, nifwe abalenga abalete ama problems mufyupo. Even in all pay okwali pirati lobola, we are the ones who struggle to pay. So I think my reaction to that, she was right in a sense that yes, women are taught. When you are about to get married, you get prepared. Of course, there's a procedure. Every tribe has a procedure, and we just have to follow. Even though these procedures, they are not written anywhere. Ya mumutwefe kuwomfya ubongo from from our previous elderly or our elderly folks. So tufire twamba fyokula filembako sometimes so that we don't forget our children today, our millennials, they need to know these are a digital generation. So tufire twaba letera emyambo zetu pama Facebook twafilemba how to go about it. Otherwise, for now, I can say that's what I can say.
Thank you, Bom Kedebai. Thank you very much. Let me allow Vapo Likando to come in and also give his reaction. Mr. Likando, your reaction to the clip.
Hi, CJ.
Hi, evening.
I've been paying close attention to what was being discussed, and I was trying by all means to understand what was being said, but I don't fully understand Bemba, so I just got a few things. I still have that challenge, so I don't really think I got most of what was said, and me to give a suggestion for what was discussed. I really tried to. I started the whole thing from the start and up to when it ended, but still is here there.
Language barrier.
Language barrier, yeah.
But she was using Nyanja.
All right.
I feel that was Bemba. Anyway.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Mostly Bemba.
Yeah. Apologies.
Yeah, Volikando is being typical. At Kimarozisha.
That's why we always say. That's why we always say, if you don't know, you call yourself a Zambian and you don't know other people's language, other Zambian languages, one or two, then it is not. Then you are the one who has a problem, not. So if there are members that cannot express themselves in laws, they don't understand laws. It is not the laws is people's fault. It is those who are failing to express.
Exactly.
Similar to our, you know.
No, actually,
Yeah,
for,
but
for, for the past few years, I've been trying. If I speak Bemba, I have an idea. A few words will come out here, there, and then. But the way they will come out, trust me.
yeah, bamalozi mbomuvedde mbwenovu. So bomkerebaye.
Yeah.
Getting back to the topic at hand. So
No, Bomutali
the
Muhulu. Yes, go ahead, CJ.
yeah. So Banashibukombe there highlighted the rough syllabus of what the counseling of what the counseling involves when they say bayamkufundo mwana kashi. Okay. Now, like the interviewer there asked in terms of the men. Okay, I want you to come in part on the part of the men. Why does it seem that the women are taught so much compared to the men? Because, for example, if you look at that syllabus, it talks about maintaining the the house, how to handle the man, whether it's in bed, in the home, how to deal with relatives, all that. But in terms of the men, we have this perception that men are not so much given detailed counseling. Why do you think it is so? And I don't know, from your tradition, if you have in-depth knowledge of what happens if men go through some form of counseling before marriage, and a brief guide of that counseling.
I would let first Volikando. I think that one you don't need to go through and listen to the audio again. You there, I think you Volikando, you have a open knowledge of what goes on kwa Bulozi. So
Exactly. I think
I will let you take it up from there.
I've understood CJ actually very well, and I think he spoke. Most of what was said in the video, I get I get the picture now from what CJ has said. So from my suggestion, I feel women are taught more because most of the responsibilities are on them. Even when we consider a man to be the head of the house, but when we look at what happens around the house, most of the responsibilities are given to women. If we look at the children, the part for the children, for example, a woman is not working, so she'll be there home 24/7, taking care of the children. So she really needs to be sat down and taught on that particular point of how she's going to be taking care of the children. We come to the man himself. He needs, when it comes to cooking, washing, and the other things. So a woman has to understand fully all those things in order for her to keep the house. Yeah. So the man will be the head of the house. He will come in here, there, and then provide where necessary. But I feel most of the responsibilities are given to women. They're the ones who monitors the situation and does almost everything. Yeah. So I feel that's why they are taught more than us men.
Okay, so Volikando, Kwabulozi, do you have an idea of a brief, let me say, outline of the counseling that men go through?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I don't have much knowledge on that yet. Yeah, I haven't reached that point.
Okay, I see.
You know, you are also become adapted to the millennial way of doing things. You know, we are losing the grip of our own culture. We only want to celebrate our culture when there is Kwomboka, when there's Chintove, when there is what Kusefia pa Hopani, Pangwena, or something like that. So you know, we lose out. We do not come out and teach our children today. Bolikando, I believe, I'm just guessing, you must be married or you have children. So the question is, how do you teach your children about your culture? Or do you get to the Western culture? If we don't know how to communicate to our young men who are getting married, we have Zango. Ngefafa Nsaka for Lwinzi. We have a place called Zango, and Zango is a place only for men. And the Zango, when we sit for Zango, that is where now we discuss issues. Our elderlies, they will start telling us stories on how to maintain a woman, on how to treat a woman, on how to run a home. Of course, with this narrative of telling us to say we are the heads of the house, we are the boss. So we go in that home, or when we want to marry, with the full knowledge that Runa, we are going there as a breadwinner. So that is where now they teach us to work hard. Those days we had no jobs. We only were farming. We had only farming and hunting. Because what we have to understand is that our custom, where we come from, it is emanated from our ancestors, way back where industrialization was not even there, was not even known. We didn't even know. We didn't even have Christianity, because we just inherited this Jesus recently. We had our own gods as African that we used to pray to. Nyambe, the god of the wind, the god of the rains. We had so many gods, like my Indians. But upon these guys came in, but to tell Jesus, we threw away our custom, our beliefs, our ancestors, and then we hold on to the Bible. So even in Miambo, we are busy. We are slowly losing the grip. So that's why today we have to bring back those Miambo, but we have to choose our sieve, find Miambo that are workable, that can fit today's society. Because you cannot tell young men to say, when you marry, just go and sit for as long as you have a job. When you come from work, just come in the house and sit. Your wife, she will be in charge of the children. She will be in charge of the house. She will be in charge of everything. You, anyway, John Soliobwari. For as long as you are the boss, you are the head of that, then you find that there's problems. If you po shinonshiku, tafikala no kwikala fila pwa wangu. Because tulelekelela abana kashi.
So,
Yes. Yes, please.
Sorry for interrupting you there. From my consultation, most of the ladies say, or most of the women say, when it comes to the counseling that they are given, mostly it is centered around sex. So, for example, Vanashibukombe mentioned Ichipe Changand. I'll call it the marriage apparatus. Okay. She mentioned the marriage apparatus. For men, do we have something like that? Ladies are taught how to satisfy a man, but for men, in these traditions, is there such arrangement, or basically they are just taught how to provide and protect a home?
Where do you think Mitoto comes from? Where do you think the issue of Mutoto? You think Mutoto came from the women advice? No. And it's about this. I think Volcano can bear with me that we always talk about these issues. Our young men are being taught on how to satisfy a woman. If you don't, baka kwafwa. Tefyo tulanda efyo tulanda tefyo. Ngata ule mufikishapo, ngata ule mufishapo. But it's not a punishment. Huh? It's not a punishment. Kozi kokale kulya twalela ndeve tu mwana kashinga walala nankwe ufile festi wamona nokumona ale fenta nokufenta wamfentesha olo wala umfa winu. That is not okay. You have to communicate. When you have a woman munganda yobe mwaikala na mwikala panshi na mulenya nshanya wino you communicate apo nde umfa wino apo shile umfa wino mirachi tefyo na inende you communicate. But akale matters to do with the sex were considered a taboo. That's why they find places where children were not, teenagers were not involved, they were not brought in, but they would rather talk to a woman. Ngaawa moe. That's where they start. When the girl becomes of majority age or she reached puberty, and that's where now they start now nurturing the girl, preparing her for, because a woman, she has to have a nest where to keep and take care of her children. She has to raise them. That's why olokukoti mwayakukoti ngani divorce abaana bali no tebabutukira amajudges okupeera abaume iwe senda omwana oyo wa 5 years iwe osende oyo wa because by nature women, they have this motherly care. They look after and they provide. Of course, a man has to come in and step in and provide as well. So that's why mulamona ati abaana babasenda bapeera umwana kashi abali abaana ono bali abakalambako bali abakulireko ebo balesenda nomba bayapeera omwaume ati we walasenda abaana abakalamba o abakalamba balasita decide ukwakweya kuli banyina bolo bawishibo pali issue ya custody. That's why mulemo nati all eyes on a woman because she's a mother. She has this love to share. But
Great.
aba women abo balabeba that's why ababemba balikwata bashifimbusa who sit down with male and tell them about how to handle issues in a home. You know?
Well, thank you very much, Mkelewai. Viewers, we are looking at traditional marriage preparations, and this is episode 6 of the marriage formula. So the link will be shared in the comment section. Make sure to make your comment, make sure to join the studio via the link. Today we'll be ending the program quite early because we started late. So we are remaining with about, I think, 10 minutes or so. So make sure even when you join, you make your submissions in the shortest possible time so that we can have a great conversation. Volikando, there are people that think some of these traditions are not really necessary, or some are involved with satanism and the like, and they would rather stay away from them, especially with Christianity. These days we have people that say, no, me I'm a Christian, inevivacha vofundwa fundwa chanchana aniva kucharo hivi. What is your submission?
To be honest, they are really necessary. In as much as the world is switching to modern life and everything, but this tradition are really necessary for both parties when it comes to marriages, because they help a lot for for both women and men to understand how to take care of the other the other partner, and also how to take care of the household at large. So they are really necessary, even though now people are switching to modern life, they tend to forget and ignore all these, and we find ourselves in situations whereby marriages end at a very early stage, 2-3 years down the line, things get messed up. So they are really necessary.
Okay, thank you. Wamkelebai, we've seen that some of these functions that we're having have been kind of commercialized. Okay, every small thing that they do, paka we've seen the way these chilangamuliros have been made to be a show thing. What is your take on that? Because you might find others would say, let's do away with this, with some of these activities. What do you think? What is the best way of handling or striking a balance?
Well, today in today's modern society, people have acquired more wealth. People are working. They have money. They can afford. These people who are planning to get married, they rub shoulders with friends that are that are reasonable, that can afford to even buy a helicopter, you know.
Uh,
And
but
then
Womkelebai,
and then
sorry
you
to
invite them,
interject you.
and then you invite
Womkelebai,
them. Yes, please.
but
And
it's not everyone. You know,
I know, my brother. I know. But
in
if you
these
invite,
compounds, there are some who just say, in that damage achabe, so that in Katenge without all these complications.
that's another challenge, because also economic. That's what I'm talking about. The economical issues play a huge role in my relationship ya manja na vikwat. You know, it is how you ati ni kuvina mwamene wa imverera. Ngati ulibe drama yet ka biological clock kako ka ticking. You want to make sure that by the age of 25 or 30 you are married, you are starting family, and then you look into your pocket, you discover that there's nothing much, but then you can't wait, because that girl, she'll be taken away. She's the love of your life, and she loves you back, and then you look into your pocket and say, but this is how far I can go. So why not? If you have support from friends, why not? But that's where now the problem is also is that you are saying that we have taken advantage of the katwishinga ni dollar ikwerele na fyupo fya na interest rate ya nina ya fyupo, because we have commercialized, yes. And that is where the problem and the challenges are. That's why young men today, they are scared, they're feeling shy to get married because they are not employed. They have financial difficulties. They're economically impotent. How do they make this woman happy? So they would rather, even my damage, uzailipira branch. How would you pay when they charge you, when they call you kabiu kakachoka monga ni electricity bill? Yeah, it's so much, you know. So people
these
are
days.
struggling. Yes. So people are struggling. The young men today, and they are getting scared. They are growing cold feet. That's why you find Bambi, when they get a job, they just finished, they graduated from university or college or school. They have a job, whatever little money they have saved, they will just use it to their own personal. They grow cold feet because they don't want to bring umwana wavene, kwamba okumuchusha. Elo, that's why if you put a fikara, because nabo bakashana, they are now economically empowered. Ngaule waya waya, they can take good care of themselves. So it is a catch-22 because this custom is biting back, you know. Paliakale twalelanda oti nga olelipira endalama niwe mwaome ofire walipira lobola but we mukulipira lobola we asanga tuyo mwana kashiro family we mkupa impia bakwata katwishi olonga aiso omwana wabene wamuleta panganda alesa mukuchira na salary yobe. You see, then that's why you find that now there's conflict because of imikulile, the way you've been brought up, the way you were brought up. You were a provider, you were a breadwinner, but due to economical hardships, wasanga tumukashi, she's been to college, she has a better job, or she works kuzesko kuzedara. Iwe ole womba mu local authority bare kupera 2 pin enare for 5 pin. Elo wamona nomba ya bank shara. You know, so there will be conflicts. So to free to understand and compromise that nga muri muchitemwiko, you need to sit down as a couple, discuss, and you have to live within your means. And whatever you bring to the table, both of you, it's important. Contribute whatever amount, and then you carry forward with the wedding. Muilatina timwaingira mu wedding mu plans, then you start thinking of nganchita disappoint. How is he going to pay me back this money? When you are starting a family, you're gambling. Just go for it.
Equality and rights issues.
Yes. So it's we gamble in life. Sometimes for years kanshi lesana nkwata awe nalasenda pa umo. Before you could even reach 4 years, 5 years back poke. So we don't know. So that's why you need to work together and
yeah, very important. Kelewai and Volikando, time is not on our side. You know, we started very late, and we need to end the program because it's already gone beyond. But in summary, I know next week we'll get back at this topic. I'm sure Evangelist will be available, and hopefully we'll have a full house and different in-depth issues will be discussed. And Evangelist even mentioned that he's going to also talk about the Tonga tradition. So I'm sure you'll be very excited to hear how we do it West Tonga.
Polygamous. Ndimwe munalengeta na uchende wa maometa butove ng'anda. You go and marry 3, 4, 5.
Tonga bo. Nomnyagwe hagawota Tonga bo. So in summary, I will start with you, Volikando. Just give us some closing remarks before we actually end the program. Volikando.
All right, thank you so much.
You are muted.
Volikando. Okay, Vom Kilawai, as we are waiting for Volikando, you can go ahead.
Ine ocho ningalombako kubena Zambia Manyalo before tamola upa. If we are planning to marry, ask connect yourself with the elderly people and discuss about the foundations. What is involved? What does your custom say? What are the do's and don'ts? Do not just rush eloping umwana wabene. Sometimes it is important to understand that we preserve our culture. Listen to the adults, involve adults, elderly people that will tell you because they have experience, and contact if taukwetea bachibululu bachakolwa banwafye bachitashani their kerenkas. Get people like Shaabula here Get the number. I think they had seen the number was shown on the screen for counseling, and they can advise you how to go about your marriage, the inception until the end of the wedding, because people stress during organizing of ichupo. Tapabo no wafia, the only thing you need to do is to provide your time, have time, not party after party, have time with elderly, discuss. And since we are a Christian nation and Zambians are Christians, we should also embrace the Christianity, the Christian values. Bring God, do not forget God. In whatever you do, bring Lesa so that he can guide you on your plans to marry. Involve pastors, the priests, elderlies from the church, reverends. They will help you to guide you into your marriage plan. Otherwise, I have nothing much to say with the elderly people. I used to have negative attitude towards them, that these are the chaps who are busy misleading young men. But that's why when we try to go on and hold on to the new culture, we are forgetting our own. That's why you find our girls, our women, they are killing us, shooting us, stabbing us, because we don't know how to approach a marriage. Or they even dump our behind. Then they go move on and find another woman or another man. It's because of we are not geared, we are not ready. So that's what I can say for now. Get counseling, get advice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Vomkirba Itwalumba. Volikando, are you ready for us now? Your closing remarks?
Apologies, I had network issues. Let me just to say thank you to the team. It's my first time joining the program, and I'm really humbled with the welcome I'm given, and I look forward to also join to the next session.
Humble Lozi. You don't even know how to speak Lozi?
I know, Mr. Mkalawa.
Well, viewers, thank you very much. This is all we had for today. Once again, I apologize for starting the program late and for having a slightly different version, but nevertheless, please make a date with us. This program is meant to teach young people, those that are about to get into marriage, what the procedures are, traditional as well as statutory or the legal procedures, to open up your mind so that you can prepare well and to do the correct things. These episodes are also able to even teach those who skipped certain phases. You can learn something, and those of you that have in-depth knowledge in these things, you are very much welcome to give advice so that you can teach others on what the correct thing is and how it should be done. You know, strong marriages result into strong communities, and that in turn results into a strong nation, and we want to build our nation together nicely. Well, from me, I want to thank everyone who's been a part of tonight's program. I want to thank Vom Kedewai, Volikando. Unfortunately, we're not able to read out some of the comments, but I can see there was Mr. Chirwa, who was also watching, and many others. Thank you very much. Have a blessed evening from me and everyone who was part of the team, as well as our director tonight, that is Emmanuel Nkunika. Have a blessed evening and make a date next week for another great program in the name of Pansaka. Good night.